Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back on my channel. Today we have very important discussions related to the concept of the vector space. And in previous lecture, we started some debate related to the choice under uncertainty, and we will continue that topic after completion of these topic because we have to complete this topic. It is very important topic, particularly for advanced microeconomics and for the student of the econometrics as well, because without discussion of the vector space you are not able to understand the advanced literature of economics. Either you are focused towards the research article papers or the case studies, advanced kind of the books like which I have told you in my previous lecture, Henderson and Cons, Masculel and Grewal and Rees and Jelly, sorry. So you have to cover this topic. Then we will focus towards the optimization techniques under the n-dimensional space or the multi-dimensional space. Okay, guys. First of all, start of this topic. Just I want to cover some basic important definitions related to the concept of the vector space. Okay, what's one important thing that the topic of discussion is based on the linear algebra. Okay, the part of this the vector space, actually it is the part of the linear algebra, and we focus towards about the linear vector space now here, and that is because we assume that the our price vectors are linear and the commodity vectors is linear, so that's why we focus about towards only the linear vector space here. That is the part of the linear algebra. Okay, now let's start. Okay, first of all, we should clear about some important things about before starting the vector space. So, vector space, to discuss vector space, there are some important concept, some important definitions and concept, definitions or concept. Okay, what these concept is: number one, what is group? Okay, second one is abelian group. Abelian group. Okay, third one is ring. Okay, fourth one is field. Okay, now actually this is very important sequence of this topic of the vector space. What the sequence is here? Okay, every vector space actually defined over the field. Okay, what is the field? Field may be a real number or it may be a complex number and whatever. Let's we take the example is here. Okay, now this is two-dimensional space. Two-dimensional space. For simplicity, I assume. And I mark is here that, for example, I consider this is vector A, right? This is vector A in this two-dimensional space, and I define the magnitude of this vector. So I need a field of real number or complex number here. Okay, means what is the magnitude or the value of this vector, right? Okay. Acha, one important thing, you will be confused ke now ke why we are using the concept of the vector space, because it is very common and very important topic in the field of physics especially. Remember one thing, whenever we have the discussions related to the concept of the physics or the field of the physics, so in field of the physics, the vector normally we focus about the direction vectors. The direction vectors means velocity, force, displacement, and so on. Now here there is no discussion related to the direction vectors because it is not the part of our discussion. First of all, we focus about the vectors only, and that vectors is defined over the field. So before understanding the concept of the field, because the field has some important properties that should be satisfied, first of all. So, for example, it is the vector and I project. Project means that I draw another vector on this vector A. So how can I plot? For example, this one. Okay. This is for example vector B. So what I did, मैंने ये कहा कि I have a vector A and I project another vector, यानी I draw a vector, another vector. So ultimately that vector is also defined over the field of real number or the complex number, first of all. Clear? And this is a projection vector on vector A. Clear? Up here the question is here कि why we are discussing in the field of economics. Okay, keep in your mind, I will clear you कि why we are discussing this topic is here. तो अभी सिर्फ इसको फोकस रखो कि now that is actually the projection vector which define over the vector A. Okay, अब ultimately that space, this space, okay, this space is the field of numbers. Okay, this space is associated or consists of the field of number, and in that field of number we define this projection vector B on the vector A as well as this vector A. Clear? And that field or that scalar quantity is the magnitude of this vector A and projected vector B. You got my point? Up now, what should be some important properties of the vectors here? Recall the convex sets, the concept of the sets. We say that the set of the commodity. Okay, and that was the feasible sets of the commodity we discussed in previous class of advanced microeconomics. What were the properties of the feasible sets there? The properties of the feasible sets were there is that okay, now the set should be convex first of all. Okay, and in that convex set, remember we assume that commodity consumption set. Okay, consumption of commodity vectors. Remember, okay, क्या कहा था? Consumption set of commodity vectors. I recall the name, the concept. I use the word commodity vector there or the price vector, whatever. Clear? So consumption of commodity consumption set should be feasible. Okay. And if it is a feasible set, it should satisfy some important properties. What were the properties we discussed? Linear combinations and something else, convex combination, and whatever. These were the properties. And closed, bounded, and so on. So same kind of the things I will apply here. Okay, why we use these kind of the properties, because if you don't have the background of or you don't satisfy these important properties related to that commodity vector space, now I'm using the word commodity vector space. Clear? So you cannot use that concept or you cannot understand the concept of the vector space. So first of all, now let's start here कि we have to move. कहां पे move करना है? Towards the field. Okay, we have to move towards the field. Why you need toward the field? Because every vector is defined over the field in that specified region or space. That space is a multi-dimensional space or the two-dimensional space and whatever. Clear? So now we have to move towards. So before moving towards the field, we have to clear about the group, abelian group, ring, and then we will go towards the field. Okay, what is the field which is needed and to define the magnitude of the vectors जो हमें जरूरत है किसी भी vectors के magnitude को define करने के लिए. Okay, let's move towards the definition of the group. Okay, what is group actually? Okay, wait. Okay, what is group? Yeah. Or first of all, one let me complete. Okay, sometime if you recall it, okay, we write that is the price vector P1. Okay, and we say that okay, the price vector P1 is has elements of P11, P21, P31 and Pn1. Okay, this is called the raw vectors. Yani this price vector P1 you can write in this way. It is called the raw vectors of prices. And similarly, in case of the column vectors, you can write this one. Okay, P1 equal to price vector P11, P21 and so on. This is the Pn1. It is a column vector. Again, when you multiply two vector, so there is the standard criteria के column and row कि what should be the raw vector, where should be the raw vector or where should be the column vector to multiply two vector commodities or the two matrices. Okay, same kind of the practice which we everybody knows very well कि what is the how you can multiply two vector commodities or two matrices so on. Okay, simplicity in the simple way कि two matrices को किस तरह you can multiply. Okay, we are not going in detail of this one. So this is actually the way to write the vector. And similarly, the commodity vector we call it that it is the commodity vectors x1. So this is that x1 1, x1 2 and so on x1n. Okay, you can write this. This is the commodity vector x1. This is the price vector p1 and so on. So that commodity vector should satisfy or each commodity vector is associated with a number or that number is defined over the field of real number or the complex number. Now I am not defining, I am not going to clear the concept of the field first before starting or the before clear the concept of the group, abelian group and the rings. So ये पहले हम वो clear करेंगे, then we will move towards this concept. Okay, now let's move. Okay, अच्छा अब आओ the group start करते हैं. Okay, what is actually the group? First one, yeah, group. Okay, अब group a non-empty set. Okay, a non-empty set G. Okay, group is a non-empty set G, right? Is said to be a group. Is said to be a group under the multiplication, under the steric multiplication or addition, whatever, defined over a non-empty set G, set of any element, is said to be a group under the static or the multiplication, or defined over the multiplication. So we can write is that, or okay, this one, if it is satisfy, if it satisfy the following properties, the following properties or postulates. What are the properties? Number one property is closure property. Number one is closure property. Number two is associative property. Closure property. Number two is associative property. Associative. Associative property. Yes. Number three is existence of identity. Existence of identity. Number fourth is existence of inverse. Existence of inverse. Okay, we will try to resolve all the properties. Clear? So now repeat again. A non-empty set, yani it should not be a null set. G is said to be, G is set of any element, is said to be a group under the operation of multiplication or defined over the multiplication. It satisfies the following properties or postulates: closure property, associative property, existence of identity, and existence of inverse. So these properties should be satisfied by set. This set is called a group. उसको हम group कहते हैं. Clear? Now let's start the first property. What is the closure property? Number one. Yes, the closure property. Now, for example, A and B are two elements of the set. A and B belongs to G. Okay, यानी they are two elements of the sets. कह सकते हैं भाई, two elements of the set. Okay, two elements of the sets belongs to G, and all values of A and B, all values of A and B also belongs to G, also belongs to G. हम कह रहे हैं A and B दो सेट्स हैं और दो एलिमेंट्स हैं, टू एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द सेट्स, और द टू सेट्स हैं या टू एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द सेट्स हैं, एंड दे बिलोंग्स टू G इनकी ऑल वैल्यूज, कोई भी इनकी वैल्यूज होंगी, दे ऑल्सो बिलोंग्स टू जी, वो जी से बिलोंग कर रही है। तो दिस सेट satisfy the closure property if, कैसे भाई क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी सेटिस्फाई करेगा, सॉरी इसको क्रैक कर दूं, द सेट ए क्रॉस बी, द सेट ए क्रॉस बी बिलोंग्स टू जी, यानी किसी का प्रोडक्ट or the dot or the multiplication of two elements of sets A and B belongs to G when all values of A and B also belongs to G, कि A and B की all values G से belong कर रही हो and their product also belongs to G. Clear? So that set is satisfy the closure property. Clear? वो closure property and we can say that with respect to multiplication or with respect to addition as well. Clear? It should satisfy the closure property. Now let's take the example of, for example, we select the set of integer. हमने कहा assume is here, Z is set of integers. Okay, जिसको हमने कहा कि भाई Z है, this is -1, 0, 1, 2 and 3, and this is -2 and this one. Okay, ये हमने कर दिया. This is the set of integers. There are some negative integers and there are some positive integers. Okay, and we assume select any two elements from this one, or assume that first of all take with respect to addition. With respect to addition लेते हैं. क्या करते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल सेलेक्ट एनी टू एलिमेंट्स ऑफ दिस सेट. क्लियर? हमने कोई एलिमेंट सेलेक्ट किए, कि लेट्स से कि हमने कहा कि भाई अगर हम इसमें से दो एलिमेंट सेलेक्ट करते हैं, 2 -2 +2, -2 and +2, we have selected two elements. For example, it is A, okay, and this one is B. हमने सेलेक्ट किए और यहां पे हमने अप्लाई किया. नाउ दिस इज -2 +2, it is equal to 0, and I can say that 0 belongs to Z. Okay, right? And -2 +2 also belongs to Z. So Z is a group with respect to क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी. ओके, अब हम कह सकते हैं कि B इज अ, यानी Z इज अ ग्रुप बिकॉज इट सेटिस्फाई वन प्रॉपर्टी विच इज नीडेड फॉर ग्रुप. ओके, क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी. So with respect to the closure property, I can say that only with respect to the closure property, it satisfy one properties for a group. So Z satisfy one property of the group, that is called closure property with respect to addition, and you can do for with respect to multiplication as well. You got my point? Clear? So this is one important property. Okay, that is a closure property. Right? Now move forward. Okay. Now the next one is associated property. Next one is associative property. Yeah. Associated property. Right? Now what is the associated property is that associated property is concerned A cross B cross C equal to A cross B cross C. Yeah. And we can say that what A cross B cross C equal to A cross B cross C, and all values A, B, C belongs to G. Okay, all values A, B, C belongs to G. वो G से belong करते हैं. क्या कह रहे हैं? Now we select any three elements. Okay, when we take A cross bracket B cross C, it should be equal to A cross B bracket cross C. If A and B belongs to group, yeah, set G. Clear? So it is associated property, right? Okay. So you can do yourself. It is very important or the very basic property when we take the product of three elements of the sets, ठीक है, and we reshuffle these three elements. यानी first of all हमने कहा कि let's say कि it is 3 and this one is 1 multiplied by 2 for example, and yeah, it is for example 1, it is let's say 2 multiplied by 3, and similarly if we have this one is 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, so this one is 3, and 3 1 2 3 all belongs to G, and 1 2 3 all belongs to G. Okay, so it satisfy the one property is satisfy the one important property which is called associative property. So now you can say that the set G is group with respect to associated property. So we can say that set G is a group, और हम ये कह सकते हैं कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ लेट्स से कि दे बिलोंग्स टू एनी और z 1 2 3 belongs to integer number z which we took the example previous example z की जो हमने ली थी. Clear? So we can say that set G is a group with respect to associated associative property. Okay, with respect to associative property. Now take this third example. Now the third example is, so we have completed two property of the group is what number one is the uh, associative property. Okay, closure property we have completed this one, we did this one, and now second one as well. Now the third property is existence of identity. Okay, existence of identity, it is another important properties. Okay, how you can satisfy existence of identity. there exists an element E. There exists an element E which belongs to G. That belongs to G. वो set G से belong करता है. And if we take such that A steric E equal to A, that is E steric A. Clear? So A steric E equal to A and E steric A also equal to A. So E is an identity element. For example, under the addition or under the multiplication, both we can check. Existence of identity. Property is existence of identity. Just a minute. Okay. Existence of identity. Existence of identity. ठीक है. There exists an element E belongs to G such that E steric A equal to A equal to A steric E. Okay. So E is identity elements. So E is an identity element. Okay. We know that there are two identities, multiplicative identity and additive identity. So what about the multiplicative identity? The multiplicative identity is 1, okay, and the additive identity is 0. So 0 is additive identity and the 1 is multiplicative identity. Okay, so now take the example. For example, 0 plus A equal to A, ठीक है, and equal to A plus 0. So 0 is an additive identity. Okay, take the example of the integer numbers. What? 0 also belongs to set Z. Okay, क्या था Z? यही था ना? So Z what? -1, 0, 1, 2 and so on 3. So what? In case of additive identity, 0 is element of this group Z, clear, and we add with any number. For example, A is equal to 1. Okay, A is equal to 1. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1 and that is equal to 1 plus 0. Okay, so all belongs to set Z. तो Z is a group with respect to existence of identity and satisfy additive identity elements, and 0 is additive identity, and with respect to the multiplication, so 1 is multiplicative identity. So now you can say that the 1 is, I can write this one, 1 multiplied by A equal to A, that is 1 steric A. So 1 is multiplicative identity. You got my point? It is a 0 is additive identity and 1 is multiplicative identity. So what is existence of identity element in this that sense? Yani any group should have existence of identity element, yani it should have an identity element, either it is a additive identity or it has a multiplicative identity. So it should satisfy both aspects. With respect to additive identity, so 0 is an additive identity, and similarly with respect to the multiplicative identity, so 1 is a multiplicative identity, and Z set has both elements 1 and 0. So 1 and 0 are called the additive and multiplicative identity. So we can say that Z is satisfy the existence of identity, and Z or the G, now I am going to call the name G instead of Z, is has proved the existence of identity. So with respect to existence of identity is a group. Okay, a G is a group. So I can write is here. So I can write is here, Z or G is a group with respect to additive and multiplicative identity. Okay, now move forward. Where? So Z or G is a group with respect to additive and multiplicative identity. Okay, move forward. Now the next one is existence of inverse. Okay, existence of inverse. Yeah, existence of inverse. Okay, अब देखो, as far as inverse is concerned, there are two kinds of the inverse: additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Clear? So again, inverse with respect to addition, inverse with respect to the multiplication. Clear? So there should be elements in the set that should be the inverse of another element. Clear? क्या मतलब हुआ? यानी in set Z or in set G, there should be, if A is element of this set Z or G, so that set also should have the inverse of A with respect to addition as well as with respect to multiplication. Clear? So if this satisfy these four properties, so we call this set is a group. हम उस set को group कहते हैं. Clear? So now let's check is here. Okay, for example, A belongs to G, there exists an element B which also belongs to G. Clear? जो B से belong करता हो, and such that what such that A cross B equal to E and B cross A equal to B. Okay? Such that A cross B equal to E and B cross A equal to A. Clear? Ab now, this is with respect to multiplication or with respect to addition. With respect to and with respect to addition. Okay. Up. So here B B is a B is an inverse of A. P is an inverse of A. मैं क्यों लिखा है ताकि you have to clear about the previous one property. Okay, existence of identity. That's why I have mentioned here B is inverse of this one. Okay. For example, again, with respect to addition, with respect to addition, A plus minus A. Clear? It is equal to 0 and A minus plus A is also equal to 0. Clear? And 0 is additive identity. Okay, and we call it, for example, 0 is additive identity, or we can write this one, A plus minus A, E minus A plus A. So E equal to 0, additive identity. So हमने कहा कि 0 additive identity, or not the additive identity, is identity elements, is an identity elements, or you can say that is an identity element. Okay, अब क्या किया देखो, what about Z is again -1 0. Okay, 1 and -1, 1 plus -1 equal to 0. There is inverse, कि inverse मौजूद होना चाहिए, and if you have 0, so -1 plus 1 is also equal to 0, and that 0 is also belongs to this set Z. You got my point? So it means कि with respect to addition there is existence of inverse, कि उस सेट का इनवर्स एग्जिस्ट करता है, यानी z के अंदर इनवर्स ऑफ 1 शुड बी देयर. क्लियर? एडिटिव रिस्पेक्ट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एडिशन. सो विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एडिशन इनवर्स ऑफ 1 इज -1. You got my point? Now with respect to the multiplication is what? With respect to multiplication, with respect to multiplication, yes, yes, a into 1 over a equal to 1 equal to e, that is 1 over a into a. Am I right? Okay. So with respect to multiplication, 1 is multiplicative identity. So now, for example, a is 1 or 2. 2 into 1 over 2, that is equal to 1. It is equal to 1 over 2 into 2. It is equal to 1. 1 is a multiplicative identity. So there is inverse of an element with respect to multiplication, mode number 2. So there should be 1 in that set. So we say that, okay, with respect to multiplication there is existence of inverse in that set Z or G. So G is a group. So now I have proved all four properties: closure property, associative property, existence of identity, and existence of inverse. To prove the group, के set is a group. अब ये group proved हो गया. Now we have to prove the abelian group. What is the definition of abelian group? Okay. Okay. Abelian group. Yeah. Abelian group. Okay. Abelian group. Yeah. Okay. A group is said to be abelian group if it satisfies the commutative property with respect to multiplication, with respect to addition. A group G is said to be abelian group, is said to be abelian group if it satisfies the commutative property with previous four property. Okay, yani first of all it has to be a group, and if you satisfy a set satisfy these four property as well as this fifth one property which is called which is called commutative property with previous four property, it is called abelian group. What is the commutative property? Again, the commutative property with respect to multiplication as well as with respect to addition. What is the commutative property with respect to multiplication? This one. G. With respect to multiplication, with respect to addition. Okay, it is a abelian group. Now move forward towards the ring. What is ring? Then we will go our target. Our target is field which is required to define vector space. Okay, now the ring. Ring. Okay, this is another set. Ring is another nature of the set. This is another nature of the set. This is all. It is also the form of set. Okay, it is also the form of sets. Now when it is the algebraic structure, the algebraic structure are defined over addition and multiplication. Algebraic structure defined over addition and multiplication. A set R, it has an algebraic structure defined over addition and multiplication. Clear? Satisfy, it's said to be a ring. It's satisfy is said to be a ring, is said to be a ring if it satisfy what? Number one, what the number one is with respect to addition, it should be abelian group. Okay, with respect to addition, R, it is it should be an abelian group. Okay, yani what does it means? It is another form of the set. The algebraic structure which define over addition and multiplication is said to be a ring if it satisfy number one property with respect to addition. Clear? It should be an abelian group. यानी abelian group means कि it should satisfy the closure property with respect to addition. It should satisfy associated property with respect to addition. Existence of identity with respect to addition. Existence of inverse with respect to addition, and commutative property with respect to addition. This one. So it is a ring. Okay, with or अगर वो abelian, first of all it is an abelian group. Okay, second, with respect to multiplication, it should be a semi group. With respect to dot, it should be a semi group. Okay, it should be a semi group. What does it mean? What are the requirement of the semi group? Semi group should satisfy two important properties. Number one, closure property and associative property. Yani with respect to multiplication, we require two properties only: closure property and associative property. Okay, we don't require the additive, existence of identity or existence of inverse. So if it satisfies two properties with respect to the multiplication, it is called semi group. Okay, it is called semi group. So it should satisfy, should be a semi group if satisfies number one, closure property, and number two, associative. Closure and associative property. If it satisfies closure and associative property. And now the third one is the distributive laws. Third one is distributive laws. Okay. Now, what are the distributive laws? Distributive laws is A dot B plus C equal to A dot B plus A dot C with left side distributed. Okay, it is called left side distributed. And what about the right side distributed? It is called left side distributed. What about the right side distributed? Yeah. A plus B dot C. A dot C plus B dot C. Okay, it satisfy distributed laws as well. Clear? So you can say that K, a set is said to be a ring if it satisfy. With respect to addition, it should be a abelian group. With respect to multiplication, it should be a semi group. Semi group, it means it should satisfy the two properties, closure and associated. and finally it should satisfy the distributive laws, left side and right side. So we call it a ring. Okay, हम उसको ring कहते हैं. Now the final destination is field. Okay, what should be the property of the field? We should discuss here. Okay, field. Okay, field. Yes. A ring R with at least two elements is called field. A ring R. A ring R with at least two elements. Okay, with at least two elements is called field. With at least two element is called field. उसको हम field कहते हैं. If is called field if it satisfies what? Number one, commutative property. Property A cross B equal to B cross A, or A dot B equal to B dot A, and all A and B belongs to all A B belongs to ring R. Similarly, has an unity. Okay, has an unity, has an unity that is 1. So 1a equal to 1a equal to a1 a dot 1, and similarly a belongs to R. A belongs to R. Third one is such that non-zero element possesses multiplicative inverse. Okay, non-zero element such that possesses multiplicative inverse. Non-zero element possesses multiplicative inverse. Okay, A is non-zero elements, so A dot 1 over A equal to 1 over A, that is equal to 1 over A dot A. अब देखो what does it means? A ring R with at least two elements. We select any two element from set ring. Clear? Which satisfy the properties of the abelian group, semi-group and distributive laws. Okay? We have proved that ring should satisfy these properties. From that set of ring, we select two elements. It is called field, or these two elements, they are part of field, and we call these two elements as field, and that two elements are the numbers which associate or define the vector in a space, or that number which we have selected from the ring. They may be the part of complex number and they may be the part of real number. Okay, we select these two elements. If it satisfy the commutative property, yani when we multiply these two scalar values or these two elements, either they are complex number or they are real number, when we multiply these two numbers A and B, it is equal to B dot A, or A and B belongs to R. Clear ho? Yani 1 multiplied by 2 or 2 multiplied by 1, both are equal to each other. Similarly has an unity. Unity means कि it should has one होना चाहिए कि when we multiply by 1, okay, यानी ring should has a unit element, यानी unity, it should has unity. 1 भी रखना चाहिए and one scalar value it should have. So it means कि when we multiply with that element of A, यानी 1 से multiply करें, you will have 1 dot A equal to A dot 1, and A belongs to R, वो R से belong करता है. Similarly, such that non-zero element possesses multiplicative inverse. Any non-zero, if it is the non-zero elements, यानी it is not equal to 0, यानी that scalar value is not equal to 0, which we have selected from the ring. सही है. So there should be a multiplicative inverse, यानी multiplicative inverse should exist there, and it is equal to 1, and we have proved that ring is called field. Okay, so these are some important properties of the field, and now we have defined what is the field. Field is what? Then we will start the lecture about the vector space, and then we will try to solve some important questions of the vector space, and we will prove that this set satisfy the properties of the abelian group or the properties of the group or the field. Clear? हम उसको solve करने की कोशिश करेंगे from the books, and first of all we have to cover the another detailed discussions related to the vector space. So that was the some detailed brief, not the brief, it was the some detailed discussion or the explanations related to the vector space, because without these discussion or the definition you won't be clear about the concept of the vector space. Inshallah, we will move in the coming video related to the concept of the vector space, and then we will solve or try to solve some important questions, okay, from the book, how you can prove it is a vector or it is not vector. Clear? Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel and watch my video. Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much.